So Lee, as 0-0s go, quite an entertaining game today. What are your thoughts on that point?
Yeah, much better today. Much more at it all over the pitch. Hard to play against a good side. We kept a clean sheet today as a team. That's a massive plus on how we have been last couple of games. But yeah, and we have to be here because they're a good team. Gary's got them playing really aggressive football, high at the pitch. They all press well together, and we thought the game plan we had came here today and made it hard worked very well, and really should have won the game. Probably had the better chances in the game, and Macca's made one save on 1v1. He comes out and spread himself, good save, and another save you'd expect him to make, but we had 2 or 3 really good chances where you'd expect to score. But it's a good clean sheet and a lot of positives there.
Yeah, there was a few changes to the lineup today, including one just before we kicked off. But I think to our man, everybody, even those coming off the bench, put a real shift in today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we had a couple of young lads on the bench. Brendan Wilson, he's 18 years old, and we had the centre half coming back, Tom Bragg, who's sort of only trained once. We had to make changes because it's in quick succession, and we're limited numbers at the moment. And then Cav pulls up in the warm up with a groin. He wanted to play, but I had to rule it because I want him fit for the rest of the season. Sort of miss one game and be available for the rest of them. He's got a great attitude and wants to play, which is fantastic, but he was going to struggle today, and we needed everybody to be at their best, and they were today. And then Pritch obviously rolls his ankle and has to come off. So we're plugging holes all over the place, but like you say, I think to a man, we were brilliant today and frustrated the opposition and the crowd.
Yeah, you obviously said we came here with a game plan, and despite not being able to get that goal right at the end, the fact we kept a clean sheet here, it worked, do you say?
Yeah, I think there won't be many teams that come here and keep them to a 0. So it's a real good positive for us to build on, and it's probably makes us safe now going forwards. Gives me a real chance to sort of swap people around a bit and give them an opportunity to gain contracts for next season, because a lot of the lads are out of contract for next season. So if they play like that, then I'm going to have a headache coming into the season because attitudes all over the place today, and to their work as far as running backwards as well as forwards was great.
Is that the most satisfying thing? Obviously, it could have been a win, but after the disappointment of Friday, how different the performance was today? Yeah,
100%. The togetherness was there to be seen today. Everyone was so determined not to get beat, and to a man, including the bench and the lads that didn't get on, all very supportive and all pulling in the same direction, and that's what it needs. That's what it takes to win games. To be at the right end of the table. That's why Torquay are knocking on the door of the playoffs, and because they've been at it all season. I'm a year behind sort of Gary with his team. He was in his position sort of when he came in. A lot of his players are out of contract, and he's built a good team here. But hopefully in a year's time I can be sort of in the same sort of position as he is.
Yeah, absolutely. And things like this today will give us a massive lift after obviously Friday's result for coming up to Barnet at home. Yeah,
Barnet now at home. I think we can go and play with no fear and make sure we get the same standards out. And the boys can have a bit of a rest now for a day or two. Worked hard over the Easter period. We've been in training, etc. And they've done it right, so now I'll reward them and give them a couple of days off, a rest up and recover and patch ourselves up and go again.
Yeah, and after a busy period, is that the key thing for the players and for the fans that travelled in their numbers again? Everyone get a little bit of a rest before we come back home and try and get a win?
Yeah, I think the people that made the great effort to come down on Bank Holiday Monday, and I'll thank them for that, and so did the players. We needed their support today because the crowd were on us today, and we need that little bit of support, and for them coming down costs a lot of money and time and effort, and thank them for that. But I think they'll see a lot of positives there today. A team that are working very hard for each other, that can create chances and be solid, and that's the most pleasing thing is we kept that clean sheet. We missed chances, but as long as we're creating the chances, that's the positive.